You and I both know who the story is.
Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? It hurts. My grandmother was murdered. My cousin was murdered. And another cousin that was run over by a drunk driver. I watched my friends blow up next to me, take rounds to the face.
Oh my God.
I've seen too much violence in my life. I don't want any part of it. I didn't know I was going to be a part of it.
The bottom line is we had a couple people in here yesterday. You were aware you talked to April? You talked to April, you said one got arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were here last night, you know, we talked to them.
Yeah, I talked to her this morning.
We have a lot of video we're reviewing.
Okay.
We have a lot of statements from them.
Okay.
And one went home.
Okay. One
went home, one stayed. So they've told us some things. And there's a $3,000 reward out for any information leading to an arrest.
Right.
So basically that's why. We're trying to make sure so we know where you were.
Yeah.
It's easy to put, you know, your name to this.
Right.
Possibly, right?
I hope not.
Okay, so that's why we keep asking these questions, because we need to make sure that we know where you were, we know what route you took. So if we see you on a video camera, if we see your truck pass, if we can verify what you purchased. Right now, we have someone at Tom Thumb trying to get the exact video of what you purchased, just trying to verify details so that when we ask you a question that we're not 100% sure, we know you're telling the truth.
Right.
So we don't know everything. We know a lot of details.
Right.
So we can say, okay, well, he told the truth about this, so quite possibly he's telling the truth here.
Right.
Now, if we get you in a lie, oh, I wasn't there, but we have a video of you, and we can say that's you, and then your credibility is kind of bad.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason we keep asking you the question.
Well, I understand too. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember the best I can because.
So just bear with us.
Right. Well, I've been drinking a lot and walking back and forth, and you know, I mean, I try to remember as best I can.
So that's the only reason it's all.
Right. My situation at that house was after that point was to watch my shit as much as I could, and to try to communicate with these guys as little as possible, and try to maintain some kind of normalcy until I could get my shit and get that.
Is there a washer and dryer in there? So what do you do with the tie?
I was going to go to the laundromat.
Okay. You purchased it cheaper than the laundromat, right?
Yeah, I went and bought some so that I could go to the laundromat and do my clothes, because there ain't nowhere to do them there. And I didn't have any. I still haven't been able to do it. I'm like wearing dirty socks and dirty underwear still.
Yeah. So this 18-pack of beer you purchased, when you come back to the house, you share it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they chip in with money? Or?
Well, no, I mean, because I got it like that, you know. I mean, I had quite a bit of money going for me because I'm a disabled vet, you know. I saved some money. I came down here with quite a bit of money, and I'm generous.
Yeah,
you know. I bless people. I try to. People have done it for me.
Right.
I do it for them, you know, because I know they're struggling. So why not do the best I can to not create any enemies?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what time do you think it was then that you were at the Tom with Big Scott?
I don't know. I mean, I want to say sundown. Like, it was dark.
Okay.
It could have been, let me think. Maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it was getting pretty late.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let me say something. Maybe it'll help me out. Find out.
How many hats you have? 2? What colors?
This and black.
That one and black.
Was that you, Tom Thumb?
No, that is not me. I can't tell, I mean, but that does not look like me at all.
So you're wearing those shorts, right?
No, not these shorts. I was wearing an actual pair of camouflage shorts. They're a little bit longer. Same belt that I got on. Pull it up again. That is not. Nope. That is was not me.
Question, this is the Tom Thumb, so I thought that's
Right.
why I was hoping.
Yeah, no, it's not
So we
me.
could validate your story, because he's wearing a red hat,
Well,
obviously.
this hat, most of the time, this is the hat that I wear when I work. Because it stinks, it's dirty, you know what I mean?
Is that what you're looking at?
I have a black hat that I wear whenever I'm out being around people. You know what I mean? Because this thing stinks. I've had it for a long time. It smells really bad.
Red hat.
Yeah.
Little hair here.
Where? Because this hat stays in my truck.
Were you wearing a hat when you went to Tom Thumb?
I don't think I was. I think
Really?
I might have been. I might not have been. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But honestly, I think if I go out, most of the time, I go out and I wear my black hat like this. You know? Very rarely will you see me wear that black hat that I wear front because it's fitted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, all the way around.
You went to Tom Thumb about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then you
I
go
think
back,
that's about the time, yeah.
and then you're chilling at the house the rest of the night.
Man, coming in and out, checking my truck, and I was down in the truck, and then, whoop,
What do you mean?
the
Come out.
SWAT team surrounded the house.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
That was Friday night?
That was the night the friggin' cop showed up at the house. It was the same night.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. I was confused by something. Who all was there when the cop showed up?
Me and Big Scott.
Just the two of you?
Well, I think Roy was downstairs with his wife,
Okay.
you know. I mean,
What makes you think he was down there? Did you see him?
well, because he had been up there with us, and his girlfriend started fighting, so we went back down home.
Okay.
You know, yeah. And I didn't see him the rest of the night until the next morning.
Okay. So the only person that you saw the rest of the night would have been, besides Big Scott, was Ty. And that was, you said, what time?
It was late. It
Okay.
was late. Like, we were getting ready to go to bed late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, shit.
1 o'clock?
Yeah, maybe later.
Okay. And I know I asked you this already, but help me out, because it's important. What was he wearing when he came home?
Like I said, he was wearing shorts and the same t-shirt that he always wears.
Okay. Long sleeve or short sleeve t-shirt?
That's short sleeve.
Short sleeve?
I think it's a tank top, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's got a big long beard.
Yeah.
Not that long.
Alright. Alright. You can't think of anything else on Friday night?
No.
And besides going to CVS in the middle of the day, you don't want to have in your truck any time else?
No, because I didn't want to get caught driving it at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about anybody else? Did you let somebody borrow your truck?
Nope.
Does anybody ever borrow your truck?
Nope.
Who else? So nobody gets in that truck without your permission?
Nope.
Does anybody ever ride with you?
Sometimes I let people ride with me, but most of the time I keep to myself in my truck.
Who else has been in that truck?
Big Scott's been in there.
Big Scott's been in the truck?
Yeah.
What about...
Because I picked him up from the beach and brought him
Okay.
back and forth, you know. So he didn't have to ride his bike.
Right. What about Detroit? Has he ever been in your truck?
Nope.
What about Ty? Has he ever been in your truck?
Nope.
No?
Nope. I've never taken either one of them anywhere in my truck.
Okay. Good deal. Give me just one more minute. Alright. Drink some water. Chill out for a second.
Did something stupid. I miss you so much, baby. I wish I could just come home. That's freaking good. You think this me the heebie-jeebies?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Doing alright? Yeah?
Yeah. Just tripping.
Man, I'm having a hard time verifying some of these things, okay? That's a problem. Man, you serve our country, you sound like a good man, you know, I've got one bad thing about you, okay? I was just listening, I kind of just listened. I'm a little slower, I think, some of these big shots, but the deputy, detective that was just in here, he sat in this interview room for over 5 hours last night. He got home at 5 o'clock in the morning, going over details, verifying. We live in an age of technology. We verify things. You know, because I want to take your word. I want to know that when you're telling me something, I believe you. I want to be able to say, yeah, he's telling the truth. Okay? I'm lying all the time. You know, sometimes people are lying because they, as you say, is not really aware of the time. You know, I get that. Sometimes we can figure out times with, did you make a phone call? You know, it could have been after this time because, you know, just different things to verify. But,
that's actually what I was looking at, is to see if I could verify.
Get some closer times to...
Right, to figure out what, you know, timeline, because other than just me being there at the house, dude, I don't know. You know, I've made a few runs here and there, but other than that, I've been right there.
All right, so let's start with your truck. Let's go over that, because I could sit here and show you and tell you, hey, we have this video, we have this license plate hit, this license plate hit, we have this statement, but it doesn't work that way. You have to give me some too. Okay? It's crime.
Yeah, dude.
Someone's dead.
Yeah.
Good. You understand that?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
It's fucking scary, dude.
Okay. How many keys to your truck do you have? You have one key. Where's the other key?
I don't have 2 keys. I have
okay.
one
You just
key.
have the one key.
Yeah.
And it's keyless? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's on your possession at all times? Alright, so Friday. Friday's the big day, right? Okay, Friday you wake up, you see the gentleman outside, they're changing oil, you're like this, get the fuck out of here. You got trip to CVS, you got a trip to Tom Thumb. You only drove it to CVS.
No, I've driven a few other places, but...
Friday, so let's go with Friday. Where did you drive that Friday? Think.
I don't even fucking remember, dude.
Think, man.
I may have gone out to the beach to check on Maddie.
And when you say the beach, what beach is that?
Smathers.
Smathers? That's where...
Yeah.
Smathers?
Yeah, that's where the homeless, everybody, that's where I basically started out. But I mean, like, coming back and forth to that house, I've never been gone from that house any longer than 45 minutes. 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Ever.
So why do you think I might have gone to the beach? What do you remember to say you went to the beach? Friday.
Thought to go check on Maddie. Because he had Dave's phone.
Did you call him?
Yeah.
Can you show us a call log from calling him and the timestamp?
Let me see if, what it says here. Call logs. What day would that have been?
Friday was the 17th.
Okay, so I'm getting calls from the jail at 3:13. Call from the jail from Dave asking about his phone, I believe.
So do you remember when you got that call where you were? At 3:13 p.m.
At the house.
You were at the house when you got that call?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So now we know like a time.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
That's for sure.
So 3:13, you remember you were ringing at the house, you got a phone call?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going from there.
Okay.
So do you believe your CVS trip was before that phone call?
Yes.
Okay. And you definitely took your truck?
Yeah.
Who was in your truck?
Just me.
Just you inside of this truck?
Yes.
Okay.
My girlfriend called at 10:02.
That's PM?
AM.
Okay.
Yeah. And she called again. I guess I didn't answer. 13. I got a call from Roy.
Okay.
At 4:14.
So at 4:14,
Yeah.
you get a call from Roy.
Yeah.
What inspired in this phone call?
I have no idea. I think he was asking me where I was or what was going on, because I may have been at the beach at that time looking for Maddie.
Okay.
I don't recall the Maddie because that was drunk days.
All right. How long did you talk to Roy at 4:14? How many minutes was this conversation?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Is that common? Is that?
No, it's not common at all. Let's see. How many times have I talked to him?
This is mine.
This is, okay, so this is on the 16th. And I talked to him for 17 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so 4:14, talked to Roy. You were probably at the beach. So you definitely drove. You're not going to walk there.
Right. Well, that's my biggest thing, man. I'm scared to get in trouble for driving my truck.
And I don't care if you drove.
Right.
I just want to verify something. Look at me. I want to verify something of what you're telling me. I haven't been able to verify one statement you've made with what we have. With what we have. So it's important to me to verify something.
It's actually really important to you. You've got to understand where we're coming from right now.
I do.
This is a murder case.
Yeah, I do.
You understand that completely?
100%.
Okay, so if you tell us a bunch of things we can't
scared,
verify...
right? I'm scared to death.
I'm not going to lie, you should be a little scared.
Well, I am, because if these are the guys that are involved in, like, and I've been around them and back and forth, I wish I could remember every little detail of exactly what you want to know about my day, because...
Do you mind if I look at your phone?
Go ahead, man.
I appreciate that. Well, you're talking to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into. I want you talk. I want you give me some so I can verify. So we got from 4:14. You're probably at the beach. I understand you can. I mean, honestly, what did I do Friday? I was working, so it's a little easier. But it is hard to pinpoint downtimes. I get that. There's no doubt about that. We have a license plate reader. Have you ever seen those? Heard of those? Okay, they have them like on SunPass for tolls. They have different variations like that. We have them here. So we have your truck. I have pictures of your truck hitting a tag reader, and that's why we ask: did anybody else drive? Is it common for someone else to use your truck? Okay, so and we have video. All right. So you telling me a time or something in a ballpark, we can verify. Okay, he was going to this location. He wasn't with Roy, or he was with Roy. He wasn't with this person, or he was with this person. So remember, we talked to these other two gentlemen for a long time. They told us a lot of things. Okay, things that may or may not help you right now.
Or things that may or may not be true, you know.
Exactly. So that's why we're here. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
It is. I've fucking never done anything.
So do you remember?
In my life.
Do you remember meeting with Maddie?
Yeah.
The beach.
He was drunk.
Okay. So keep going from there.
Told him not to come back to the house. And got Dave's cell phone from him. Because that was one of the things that Dave, when I got out of jail, was asking me to get his cell phone. To make sure that he had it when he got out of jail.
What do you think they told us? What do you think Tyrone would tell us about you?
I have no clue. None.
No idea.
None.
Do you mind if I cut in 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm really, really curious about something here.
Yeah.
It bothered me. When I talked to you a few minutes ago, I see Rory a little bit, but we're not close.
Well, right. Well, after the court date thing, we've got phone numbers, and he contacted me after my truck, and yeah, he wants me to let him know what's going on at the house. I want to let him know what's going on at the house if I'm not there or he's not there.
I'm curious about it's about time that you're around the Tom Thumb, according to times that you gave us. You're calling Rory.
Okay.
I'm just curious what you guys talked about.
I asked him if there was anybody at the house. You know, I mean, you can call and pull my records. You can do anything with my phone you guys want to. I mean,
That's not a problem.
Yeah, you don't have any problem with you doing that at all. You know, I mean, like I said, I may have called him and asked him if anybody was there or if he was there or...
You remember that conversation?
No, I don't know. I don't remember it. I just remember calling him if it was, you know...
Listen,
I don't remember these things. Like,
yeah, I know.
I don't.
It's been a few days already, too.
Well, but I mean, I don't remember I don't.
Yeah.
So,
you know?
Rory's with his girl. His girl's pregnant.
Yeah.
And you're calling him or he's calling you at 4:17 in the morning?
4:17 in the morning.
Yeah. Nah, just going by the phone.
Well, no. Let me think about that because...
Probably a good idea. And you understand...
Because...
we've already talked to Rory.
Right, because the police had been there. And he's calling me, I think he was calling, asking me what was going on.
Okay. So that date on that is Saturday, 4/17?
Yeah, in the morning on Saturday.
Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Hey man, the murder occurred on Friday night.
Right.
So that would, okay, that's where I was a little confused. But yeah, no, that was because the police are at the house and did everything, and he's calling me asking me what's going on, and I told him, I said, dude, the fucking cops.
Is there a reason he would say that didn't happen? Is there a reason he would say that that's not why he called you?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure that the only thing he was asking me is what's going on. You know, what the fuck is going on? So.
I'm not trying to be, I promise I'm trying to help you out.
Right.
So far, you're giving me things,
scared to death, dude.
all of a sudden I'm catching you that, something's not quite honest. He called you, and I know you said you're scared about driving, right?
Right.
But put yourself in our shoes. None of this is looking good, and you're not helping us being able to verify anything.
Well, I'm trying to do the best I can. I don't.
And I don't mean it the hard way, but
I've never done anything wrong in my friggin' life, dude. And I want to make sure that my shit's safe. And
have you ever been arrested before?
Yeah, well, I just got arrested for paraphernalia. Other
what
than
about
that,
in Dallas?
I've been arrested for tickets.
Anything else in Dallas?
No.
Any reason there would be a assault with a deadly weapon from Dallas on your record?
Assault with a deadly weapon? No.
Okay.
Not me.
Gotcha.
Don't have a criminal record. I've got a Class A misdemeanor.
Okay.
That's petty theft. It was $100 to $1,500 out of Bonham, Texas.
So we ran your criminal history.
I don't have one. I've been on probation one time for a DWI.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Yeah, whenever I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
414, Roy. Roy did the same thing with his phone. Hey, yeah, go ahead. His deep a little different than yours.
You don't have a problem with that.
You have a problem with Roy?
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Nothing?
No.
No issue with Roy?
Why would I have an issue with him?
That's what I want to
We
do.
were trying to keep the house, you know what I mean? We were trying to keep a place over our head. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only one that really had enough common sense to help.
You ever crossed him in a bad way? You ever did him wrong or anything?
No. Never done anything
So
to anybody. No. As far as I knew, we were homeboys, that we were cool. I was there to help, after Dave gone, help keep the shit, together.
Yeah.
Try to get the lights back on. Try to get, a court case going on, with the cause number, the eviction, and I told him I'd do whatever I could to help out with that. So I don't know why I would have any problem with him at all. At all.
My feeling was there was some really bad blood between you and Roy.
No.
Some very bad blood.
None, dude. None. Not at all.
When I was trying to figure out what could you have done?
No,
I
haven't done anything to anybody, man. You can find anybody that knows me whatsoever. I'm not violent. I'm not aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't start fights. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't. I've seen enough violence to last a lifetime, man.
All right.
And for him to say that he's mad at me,
Mad? No. My feeling, listening to him of the details of his side of the story, the reason we're here.
Right.
My feeling was, damn, this guy must have really crossed him to be coming in here talking like this with us.
It doesn't make me feel well because I don't have any enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Don't sound like it, man.
No.
Listening to you don't sound like it.
No, dude, I've lived a good, decent life,
You spend a lot of time trying to get.
I have my vices. I have, the things that I like to do, but I don't hurt nobody.
The big difference of when he gives us a time or something, we've been able to verify it.
This is a CrimeCircus presentation.
I don't know. But I don't know how to remember times like that, man. I just don't.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
I
kept
to that chair.
I really do wish I could remember times better.
Yeah.
I normally have to write everything down so I can remember this shit, you know?
Travis, I'm going to take a big deep breath because I'm going to try to keep my temper in check right now because right now I'm really, really upset and it's not at you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you and I have had some good conversations over the last couple of days, and I'm going to tell you what has just happened and why I'm so upset. We are picking up April right now, and we're taking her to a safe house.
Okay.
And the reason we have to do this is because Ty threatened to kill her and the baby. Yeah. Yes. So 2 of the decent people in the story,
Yeah. Are no
April and her
longer
baby, who have nothing to do with any of this,
No.
have now been told, you better stop talking, you better start running, because if anything more is said to the police, I am going to take care of you and your baby. And I've got a 27-year-old first-time mother who is scared to death that she's going to get killed merely for telling the truth.
Fuck, man. And I told her to call me this morning if she needed anything and gave her my phone number and if I needed, you know, because I came back to the house this afternoon and I called you guys, told you and got my stuff and got out of there and I told April,
she told us,
you know, if she needed anything at all to give me a call and I would come back and help her.
Travis, the really sad part of the story is this. We've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of people that are involved, and most of the people in the story are good, decent people. And you're one of the good, decent people in the story, Travis. You really are. You're a guy who's bounced back from hard luck and has really taken your life and moved it forward in a positive. You did everything you could with the bad situation after the hurricane. You get victimized. You lose your tools, you lose your cooking utensils, they scratch your truck, and you still stay positive. Yeah. You're not the one out there saying, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to kill you. What you're doing is you're doing the right thing, talking to the police, trying to get this set straight. You're one of the good guys in this story. Rory's one of the good guys in this story. Detroit is doing right by April. He doesn't have a lot of money, but he was working. He got her at least a somewhat decent place to stay. The conversation you and I had last night, it's not the Taj Mahal that you were living in, but it was a roof, and it was a place, and it was safe.
I'm trying to make it as safe as possible, you know.
Yep, and Travis, you've been doing right by everybody. And Rory was doing right by April. He knows she's scared. He knows that it's her first baby. He's proud to be with her, and he's proud to be having a son. He's waiting for that baby to come into this world. So there's good people in the story. You're a good person in the story. April is a good person in the story. Rory, Detroit is a good person in the story. The asshole in the story, you and I both know who the asshole in the story is.
Is it Ty?
No, we both know. Don't ask the question. You and I both know who the bad guy in the story is. You know. And he's only making it worse, Travis. How in hell do you go to a 27-year-old, 9-month pregnant woman and tell her to her face, I'm going to hurt you and your baby. I'm going to take care of you and your baby if you don't stop running your mouth. What's April trying to do? Find out what's going on with Detroit. She's home alone.
Yeah.
Scared to death.
Yeah.
Asks a simple question. You know what she said to you.
Yeah.
How come Rory's stuff is on the internet and Ty isn't? And you were honest with her and said, Rory's in jail and Ty's not. And her statement to you was, how does that happen?
That's what I told her. I said, I don't know what the fuck to think about all of this.
Mm-hmm. Travis, I think what happened is, let's talk about the people living at the treehouse. Let's talk about the good people in the story and the not so good people in the story. Not so good people living at the treehouse. Addicted to crack, selling their body for crack, people coming and going worse than the place that you're living in because there's no one in that treehouse that's trying to take care of the property. Matt's too old.
What is the treehouse?
The place across from CVS.
Okay, I've heard about the crack den.
Yep, the crack den.
Okay.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
And you know the kind of people that are hanging out at the crack den.
No, I don't. I've never been in there.
Yep, and I believe that.
Never been over there. Like, I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think here's what happened. They get a little bit of money. And a little bit of money on Stock Island is 100. A lot of money on Stock Island is 1,000. And there's word on the street that $1,000 has changed hands. So Paul at the treehouse got $1,000. And I think there's discussion, there's a plan Let's go and get the $1,000. They're crackheads. We'll go in, we'll make it quick, we'll come out, no one will know us, we'll make sure that we got masks, we'll make sure nobody knows it's us. They don't need the $1,000 to smoke up crack, we need the $1,000 to live. We'll do right with the money, we'll do right by all of us in the place on 2nd Street. Let's make this fast and easy. And I know you were part of the plan. Now I also know, hear me carefully, Travis, I also know that that plan never included hurting anyone at all. Because had there been discussion, any talks about hurting someone, you never would have participated. Because you're not that guy. You're not that guy that's going to sit down at a table with people and say, yeah, let's go beat somebody up. Let's go rape somebody. Let's go rob somebody. Let's go kill somebody. That's not you. You're a guy who's trying to survive. That's you, Travis. Now, could I hear you? Could I see you saying, let's go get some money to make life a little bit easier for us? Yep. Because that's the kind of guy you are. You're struggling. I get it. You lost all your tools. You lost all your cooking supplies. The place that you're living is mold infested. Your mattress got wet. It's hard. And you're struggling. And there's this, let's go get a little bit of money to make life a little bit easier. And you didn't go into the treehouse. You didn't. But you drove them there. You drove them there, Travis. We got your truck on video. The camera right where you parked it. When you pulled off Laurel Avenue and parked your truck, and Detroit and Ty got out of that truck, all three of you are on a camera video. Now you did the right thing, because you dropped him off and then you got the hell out of there. You're gone. You don't know what they did in the treehouse. You don't know about it until after. The plan wasn't to go up in there and hurt anybody. The plan wasn't to go up there and kill anybody. The plan was, go up there, get the money, get your ass back, and then we'll split the money. That's the plan. And then everything went bad. And it wasn't Detroit that broke bad. You and I both know who broke bad. Who went off script, Travis? Who? The same guy that's threatening a 27-year-old, 9-month pregnant woman. And that's not you. He broke bad. And he did the one thing no one talked about. There was never any plan to hurt anybody or kill anybody. And now you've all been living with that for the last 5 days. Nobody's left. Everybody's had a difficult time going to work. You know the one guy who's walking around loving it? Bragging to everybody today. I set up Detroit. He's in jail. I'm a free man. He thinks this is funny, Travis. He's bragging. He's not filled with guilt. He's not filled with remorse. He's not having trouble sleeping. He's not mourning the life of another human being. An old man, you know what he told us last night? Man, I heard he got stabbed 7 times. He was bragging about it. What the fuck? There's 2 sides to the story, Travis. The side of all the people that got jammed up in a bad thing. Those are good people who've made mistakes. The other side of the story is the bad person did a bad thing and feels really, really good about doing the bad thing. That's not you. What I need you to talk to us about, Travis, is you got to give us your side of the story. You got to let us know, because I believe in my heart and soul, you're one of the good guys on the good side of the story. You're not over here. You've never, your whole life, been over there. You're not a violent guy. You've never demonstrated hurting anybody. You're a good person that got just all jammed up in a really bad thing. And the really sad thing is, Travis, you weren't even up in there. You drove them. We got you on camera. You drove past the house at 8, real slow, so everybody could see where it was and where they were going to go when they came up out of there. And a little bit after 8 o'clock, you come back and you park your truck right in front of that camera at the gate. And they get out. Ty gets out. Detroit gets out. And then you do the smartest thing in your life. You don't get out of the truck. You get out of there. You get out of there. And then everything goes to shit. And now here you sit, good guy, stuck up in this bad stuff, trying to live past what the heck happened, and trying to deal with it every day.
Scared to death.
I know you are. And we're here to make sure,
I just want to go.
I get it, and we're here to make sure that you are not going to get hurt. April's scared to death too. She's on her way to a house right now, Travis. So when I tell you that you are going to be safe, I'm telling you, you are going to be safe. But in order to make that happen, I gotta know what happened. I gotta make sure, Travis, you're a good guy.
You just said it.
You tell me it. That's what I think happened.
We need all of it, Travis. You can't.
Don't leave anything out, Travis, from the start.
Okay. I'm scared to death, guys.
I get it.
I understand that.
Travis, if my captain tells you she's not gonna let you get hurt, she's not gonna let you get hurt.
So we were sitting there playing dominoes, and they're wanting to get out. They wanted some money, and somebody said something to it was a Burger King guy. Said something about there's a lot of money over here at the Treehouse and a bunch of stuff. And the next thing they're saying, well, let's go get some. And I said, well, I don't, where do I come in this? They said, just park right there, look it out. You just do whatever. And I said, okay. And I did. And I pulled up, they got out. And I saw them running, and I got scared to death, and I took off. And I went back to the house, and they came back and divvied up the money between the two of them, gave me a $50 bill to put in my truck for gas, and we went on from there. And I've been going on from there, and like scared to death that, if I opened my mouth or if I said anything or did anything like sideways or whatnot, like I figured the best thing I could do was just try to keep doing what I'm doing and be the right guy and be the right thing.
Travis, I can't tell you how happy it made me today when I talked to you early to hear that you had a place to stay in Big Pine.
And
Because
working a guy that, that's been a good part of, my existence when I was here before I left in June. Because
I've been sick to my stomach, worried about you, worried about April, worried about Detroit. Because in this story I saw you all as good people. Travis, you say, who were the they that were talking about going to the treehouse? Who's with you when you're having that talk?
Ty and Roy.
Just so Ty and Roy. Where were you having the talk at?
Inside the house.
Upstairs where you and
where
Ty?
We play dominoes.
Where you play dominoes.
Thank you. My PTSD is kicking in a little bit. I'm about to have an anxiety attack, okay?
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Come on, take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. You're good. You're good. We're not in a hurry. We're safe. Travis, everybody's safe. We got you, buddy. You're safe.
You're in the safest place you can be right now.
You're in a good...
I didn't come down here.
I know.
I didn't want this. I don't...
Just relax, man. Just relax, alright? We
know
that.
Travis.
We know that, Travis.
That's exactly why we're talking with you. We know you didn't do this. We never meant for it to happen.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
I was just trying to get along with everybody in the house, so that I wouldn't get victimized even more. I don't know, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know what to say.
I know. Travis, the thing to say is the truth, and that's what you're doing, and that's the best thing you can do.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. 100%.
We want you to be safe. We just want you to tell the truth, Travis. That's all we want.
And we're going to help you be safe, Travis. We're going to help you.
I've never been to a month. I don't know. I didn't want it. I just want to go home.
We're going to do what we can for you, Travis, okay?
Do I have to go to jail tonight?
We're going to talk to the state attorney, and we're going to see what we can do, okay? I don't make that decision, Travis. I know that.
I want to go to jail.
I know that. Travis, let's get some of the details so I can talk to the state attorney, okay? So it's you, and it's Ty, and it's Roy, and you're upstairs. And what time of the day was the discussion? How early in the day? How late in the day?
I mean, it all transpired within, 30 minutes.
Okay.
There was, Roy left for a little while. I think he went to Burger King. He came back, and he said to Tyrone about, this is happening, and, and they're doing, and, let's go over here and get this money. They said, would you drive us over there? And I was like, man, guys, I don't really want to be any part of this, but yeah, I'll drive you over there.
Okay.
I said I would. I said I'd do it, and And I said, oh, you know, whatever's whatever. I'm not looking for a cut or anything like that. I just, you know, want some gas in my truck.
Yeah. Just trying to take care of yourself.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Travis, you're trying to survive. We get it. We absolutely get it. So how much earlier in the day is this talk about going over there before 8 o'clock at night?
Maybe an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe an hour.
So who knew there was money up in that house, in that tree house? Who was talking about knowing there was money up there?
I don't know.
Was there a dollar amount discussed? Did he know how much money was up in there? Did he say how he knew there was money up in the house?
Somebody at Burger King told him.
Okay. So we're going to go get the money. They ask you to drive the truck. What do they do to get ready to go get the money? Talk to me about what you see them planning and what they're doing to get it going.
They put on a pair of black pants and a black shirt. And, I guess it's called a net gaiter. One of those
Okay.
hoodie things.
Who had the net gaiter on?
On Tyrone.
Tyrone, okay.
Because he's got a beard this long.
Okay. Did you see Detroit do anything with like a net gaiter or anything?
I think he had, it just looked like a beanie, a hoodie thingy.
Okay.
And a friggin' mask.
What'd the mask look like?
Like a demon.
Okay. Like when you say demon, I see Satan. Tell me what you describe as demon.
It's sharp teeth, like almost like a dinosaurish type looking thing.
Did Ty have a mask?
No.
Okay. So they get dressed in black shirts, black pants. Did both of them have gloves on?
I think so.
Okay, and...
I didn't see their gloves. I mean, maybe they were in their pocket, but they didn't have anything.
And you see Ty put on a gaiter to kind of hide his goatee. Then Detroit puts on this mask that looks big teeth and looks kind of like a dinosaur. Do they have this stuff on when you first drive by the treehouse?
No.
Or it's just three guys riding in a truck?
Yep.
So you're driving. Where's Detroit sitting?
Front seat.
Front seat, and where's Ty sitting?
Behind me.
Behind you. That's everybody that's in the truck.
Yep.
All right. So you drive by. How do you get from the place you stay to go by the treehouse? Tell me the way you drive.
Out around. Okay, come out, take a right, take a left, take us around, then go right back out to the house.
Back to the house. Now, what are you talking about in that trip past the treehouse when you drive real slow?
Hey, they told me that's it right there.
Okay.
And they said, stop right there.
Okay. So the first time you go, you just buy it, and they point it out and tell you where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, so now do you go back to the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sitting in the parking lot of the house talking again?
No.
So now what happens during the second trip to the treehouse?
We went upstairs. They got their stuff. We went back. They got out, and they came, or not they, just Tyrone. Came back, and I took off.
Okay. The second time when you go...
And I didn't see, I don't know what happened to Roy. I don't know.
The second time you go, are you sitting in the same spot you're driving, and then you got Rory in the front?
Yeah.
And Ty in the back again behind you?
Yeah.
Now when they got their stuff, when you say they got their stuff, what did they bring to the truck to go do the Rory? What did they bring?
He got his mask and their clothes and the gloves, and and I think Ty had a razor knife, or not a razor knife, but a dive knife.
Like the kind you strap to your leg?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it in a sheath or just the knife by itself?
It was in a sheath.
In a sheath, okay. Yeah. What color was the sheath?
Black.
Black, okay. Did you see Rory with a knife?
No.
Just the only knife you saw was Ty's. Could Rory have had a knife and you just not seen it?
This is a CrimeCircus presentation.
Okay, so now, talk to me about how you leave the house and how you back to the treehouse and what you do when you get back to the treehouse the second time. What happens?
Well, no, it looked like there was just that one drive around and they looked, and then we came back and then I went home.
Okay.
Like they did it and then we went home.
Okay, so you never went back. So let me get this straight. So Travis, you leave the house, and when you leave the house the first time, everybody's ready to go.
No.
Okay,
Well,
help me.
They wanted to take a look to see what was
Okay, so they take a look.
Right.
And then you go back home, they go get their stuff.
Yeah.
They come back to the truck. So now you're headed back to the treehouse. How do you drive down? Which street do you go?
Like right, took a left,
Hey, let me help you out here a
came
little
back
bit.
down and sit
I'm gonna
next to the,
Just to make it easier for us, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have you draw it out.
guys, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to stay safe. I want to go home. And I didn't want this to happen. I was afraid that I might get in big trouble with them if I didn't do what they wanted me to do.
Yeah, but we understand that.
What you're saying, we do.
Okay,
So put your house here.
let me get some direction. All right, here's 2nd Street.
Yeah.
All right, here's the cross street. All right, this is where it goes across. There's the CVS. This is the turn that goes down and around.
Okay.
And it's that right there. And right there at the where the stop sign is.
Okay. So each time you come and do this loop, just come straight down 2nd Street.
No, it came that way.
Okay. So when you come this way the second time, where do you park? Where do you stop?
I stopped at the stop sign where
Okay.
the dumpster is.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking at the end of the street.
Okay. The end of way behind the marina?
No, the one behind the CVS, not way behind, but
Okay.
yeah, the
Yep.
one right behind
Okay.
the marina.
And they get out. Do you see him go to the treehouse?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't
You see
see
him-
him enter.
But you saw him walk in the direction of the treehouse. What are they wearing when they're out of the truck? What do they got on? Talk to me about what Detroit.
A black shirt and black shorts.
Okay. Does he have the mask on?
No, not yet.
Not yet. When do you see him put the mask on?
I never saw
You
him.
never saw him put it on. What about ties he got on?
He did have the neck gaiter.
Okay.
And a hat.
Okay. What color hat?
It was kind of a sparkly black hat, almost like mine,
Okay.
but not quite. It wasn't fitted.
Was there any design on his neck gaiter, or was it just a dark colored gaiter on ties?
It was kind of, I want to say it said Jägermeister on it.
Okay. Now you go toward the treehouse. When do you say, "Ooh, this isn't good"? Is it when you see Ty running?
Yeah, whenever I see him come across the street and he had a flashlight, and I was like, yes.
Okay.
I said, I don't know what's going on now. I don't want any part of this anymore.
Describe the guy that you saw running across the street.
I couldn't see that far back.
Okay.
I couldn't see.
So you see a flashlight and you think it was a guy.
Yeah.
White guy, black guy.
I don't.
Can't tell.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell.
Can you hear things going on? Can you hear people?
All I heard him saying was, police.
Okay.
And I left. I was like, nope, fuck this.
Okay. Do you see Ty come running down the road? How's he coming at you? Coming.
Driving me. My passenger side window or passenger side mirror is broken, so I couldn't. And I just saw him.
Okay. So did you take off and go down 2nd Street to go home?
No, I went straight. Like, okay, where it was, turned right.
You went right home.
Yep.
Just got home.
Yep.
Parked the truck.
Yep.
Does Ty come right home?
Yep.
Does Rory come right home?
Nope.
Nope. When does Rory finally come home?
About 10 minutes later.
Okay.
Maybe 20.
When you and Ty get home, talk about the conversation you and Ty have. What do you see? What does he say?
He really didn't say anything. I was like, the fuck, man. Just went down. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it.
Okay. Do you
It's
see?
no big deal. It's no,
Do you see any blood on him? Does he have a knife with him? So the dive knife is gone. It's missing someplace. Does he have his gaiter on still? Gaiter's gone. Still wearing black shirt, black pants? When Rory comes home, what's Rory got on?
Black shorts.
Black shorts? Does he have a shirt on? Shirt's gone. So the shirt's gone. Do you see him with the mask? Mask is gone. And you never really saw him with a knife, so you don't know if he had a knife. Did he come home with a knife? Okay. What does Rory say when he gets back to the house?
Not much at all.
Okay.
There was really not much discussion.
Did you guys go upstairs?
Yeah, well, he went in to talk to April for a little while, and he came upstairs.
Okay. When did you guys split up the money?
They split it up and sitting there at the table, and then handed me $50, and I was like, fuck,
How much money did they split up?
I have no clue.
Lot, a little bit?
At maybe $200,
Okay.
$250, I think. No, I didn't count.
How were the bills? 20s, 10s, 5s, what?
20s.
20s?
And 5s.
And 5s, okay.
Yeah. And they smelled like perfume, I remember.
The money smelled like perfume.
Yeah.
Wow. When you saw Ty running towards where you were parked, did you see anything in his hand? So he's just running. Is he saying anything to you when he's running? Just running. And you're gone. Gone, gone, gone. Do you see any blood on Rory when he gets home? Shirtless. He gets home and go upstairs. At any time did they tell you, that night or any other night, man, we stabbed somebody? When did you learn that the guy's dead?
The next day.
How'd you find out?
Coconut telegraph and, people talking.
Did you?
It was a little black man named Paco.
Paco?
Yeah.
What did you think when you heard it?
Fucking panicked. I knew that I needed to get the fuck out of there as quick as I could and get myself in a safe place because this is not what I want to be involved with.
Did Ty ever tell you you better not talk? Did he say anything to you? Did Rory ever say anything to you? So they never, you were afraid because you thought something was going to happen. Travis, do you know who killed the guy? Did they ever tell you who killed? If one person did the stabbing, who would you think would have done that?
It'd be hard to say because I don't know either one of their demeanors.
Okay.
Or I don't know either one of their demeanors well enough to know that they even had the ability to do that.
Did you see Ty putting clothes in a bag, taking his clothes that night that he wore and putting them in a bag?
No, because he went into his room. I didn't see what he did.
Did you ever see Rory taking the clothes that he wore and putting them, like in a bag, trying to get rid of anything? Did they ever say anything to you about, hey, take this stuff, get rid of it for us?
No.
Okay. And so it's $250. We kill a guy over $250. That's pretty messed up, Travis.
It is.
Pretty messed up.
And I feel like this is my fault.
Not your fault. You didn't do it. You know you didn't do it, Travis. Not you. It's not in you to do this. There's never any discussion about going up there to kill somebody.
No.
The plan was to rob. Let's go get some money.
Yeah, it didn't, and it did, yeah. I don't know, I was hungry. I didn't have some gas in my truck, and I didn't know what, I didn't think that at all was.
Travis, when you're having this discussion, you're talking about it, and you say like an hour before the robbery happened, what did you think was going to happen to you if you told them, no, I'm not doing it? What did you think was going to happen to you?
I was a little nervous. I was a little afraid that they would call me out, I don't know. The fact that they're talking about it and I'm not going to agree, then the simple fact that they can't trust me. They don't want me, you know what I mean? Now I've got to worry about really sleeping in that place. I was nervous. I felt like I needed to tell them, that I would help.
What did you think they would do to you if you didn't go along with it? What do you think was going to happen?
Probably all of my stuff would have been, stolen, whatnot, or, maybe beat up. I don't know. I was not comfortable.
Yep.
At all.
So what I'm hearing you saying is you're making a decision out of fear? You were afraid?
Pretty much.
Nervous? Didn't know what was going to happen?
I was nervous the whole time I was there. I just wanted to get out of there.
Okay.
And I figured I just needed to go along until I could get an opportunity to get out of there safely.
You're in a safe place now?
I am, but how safe for me is working and where my stuff is and doing and earning my living and going on about my life, not in an office with a bunch of sheriffs and detectives asking me about something that I had no idea was going to happen. None. I didn't want any part of it. It's like when you make a choice, sometimes it's too late to take it back. Sometimes you can make a choice to stop it there, and then, I don't know, then maybe then it's still too late. I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be a part of that.
What did I say to you when he got home and you didn't wait for him? He's got to run down the street. What did he say to you when you got home and he had to run?
He was not real happy.
What did he say to you?
He said, "What the fuck, motherfucker?" He said, "I should go ahead and fucking hit you in the head with something right now."
What did Rory say to you when he got home and...
He didn't say anything. He didn't threaten me in any way, shape, or form. He didn't.
You saw Ty running. Which way did Detroit go? Was he coming to the truck?
I didn't see him.
Okay.
I didn't see him at all.
Okay. You saw Ty coming and you just left.
The second I saw running,
Gonna get out of there.
fuck this.
Did he ever hit you in the head? Or did he just threaten to hit you? Ty?
Yeah, he was.
Was he mad?
He was mad. They were, yeah. Not they, he.
He.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roy was not mad. He was not mad at all.
Have you guys had any more conversations about this since that night?
Basically, I've been trying to stay away from the house and stay into it, not talking to her or anything about it at all. You know, like, don't want to talk about it, don't want to think about it. I've had hard enough time after finding out, sleeping, you know, like, my anxiety and stuff is killing me. I don't want to.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't.
Travis, you called it a dive knife. To the best of your ability, can you describe it the best you can?
Like a dagger.
Okay. What about, was it blue, green, yellow, pink?
Red.
All red
With the black handle.
with a black handle?
Yeah.
So you could be like the handle was, the blade was red and the handle black, or
The blade was stainless steel.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
And then the handle was black and red.
Yeah.
Pure black and red.
Yes.
Okay.
One edge of it was because I mean he was showing off some of his knives and stuff, like he had a few of them, as do I.
Right.
You know, mine
Most
were
people
stolen.
do, as do I.
Well, yeah, some of mine were stolen, but you know he was bragging about it. And one edge is serrated,
Okay.
and one end and the other edge is dagger.
Excellent. All right. Anything else about that you can think of?
But yeah, that's about that long.
Anything else about it you can think of? It's got the black and red handle. Is it the?
Okay, there was this. I remember it had a set of steel ball bearings that locked it into the sheet.
Okay. Excellent.
That's all I can remember about that.
Was it right outside black on the inside or black on the inside?
The center black on the outside.
All right. Hey. Thank you.
And he had it in a, Travis, a sheath with the strap on it, where it straps on your leg like it does?
It didn't have the straps. It was
Okay.
just plastic.
Just a plastic,
Yeah.
like a hard plastic sheath that he was in it? Okay.
I'll tell you what, I want you to drink some water, take a deep breath. All right, relax, we're going to go out for a minute, and then we'll come back, okay?
Before we go out of this room, Travis, I want to know, on the side of the good guys, do I now know everything you know about what happened that night and after it happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sit tight. All right. We'll be back in a second.
I just want to go home.
I'm going to take your phone with you.
You know where the knife would be or no? Where does he normally hide things? Would you know that, or you ever seen him hide anything? No.
Like I said, I was really worried about my own shit.
Yeah. You got enough to worry about. Do you need something else for right now?
I just want to go home. I just want to go home. They miss you. I miss you so much. I just want to go home. I just want to work. Back together. I don't want to be a part of this. I didn't do anything wrong. I did.
person. I just want my stuff back. I just want my life back. I just want my life back. I'm so sorry, Shayla. I miss you so much. The greatest thing that ever happened and we walked away. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get going now.
Hey, brother. Hey, so we got a video, right? And basically your testimony corroborates our video, meaning what you said happened is what our video shows. So we want you to look at this video and kind of go over exactly what you said, and by watching the video. Okay? Is that okay?
Give her 1 sec, give her just a little bit of space. You're good right there.
Travis, you want a Coke instead of a water?
No, I don't drink soda.
That at all?
No.
You do juice, Gatorade?
I do juice.
What kind?
I think this has the time in it.
Yeah, I got
Oh, you got
it.
I'd rather have juice, yeah. I don't do lots of sugars real well.
You ready?
Yeah,
Step on up here.
Travis, I can't remember if I drank directly out of this juice, so I'm going to pour it into a... Well, I just don't know, and I don't know if I was feeling good or bad when I drank out of it, so I'm going to give you a clean cup, okay?
Can you tell who this is?
No, that's not. I cannot tell who that is at all.
You can't tell who either one is?
No.
Is it because of the clothes being lighter?
Yeah, those are...
Alright, that's because of the night. Can you tell by the size who they are? If we pause it, we'll wind it just a little bit, because the clothes, unfortunately, with night vision cameras, the black becomes light. Is this your truck coming right now?
Go a little bit more forward. It looks like it, but I don't know if that's it or not.
Alright, stops right
The
there.
headlights look different.
Is that where you stopped?
I want to stop further down.
Just keep watching.
Stopped way further down. Yeah, I think that's them.
What's that?
I think that's them.
Who's them?
Them, I think that's Ty and
Okay.
Roy.
Now move it to the part we have a guy coming. Maybe on the other. Should be. I think this one. I think it's on the next set, but I'm not sure. You talked about a guy with a flashlight too, correct?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah. They look totally different than the first two.
It's just the way the camera hits it with the light is what it's gave. Is that consistent with what you saw at the same location?
Yeah, I think after I saw that, I took off.
Okay. And who was it that was running?
Could have been Ty.
Is that consistent with that night that he was running that direction like that? In that area? Okay.
That way to the right is...
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have told you. That CVS you're looking at right there, and that way running is towards second or whatever. Yeah. Alright, there's one other video, just like more of a screenshot.
This one?
Yeah. I'm not sure where it is on this time. Do you know who that is?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Where?
No, back that up again. No, that's not me because those aren't my color shoes. I don't have black shoes.
Do you know who it was?
I have no clue. Then.
Was it
Ty?
Like, if you could identify, I mean, I don't want you to guess on it. If it's not them, it's not them.
Yeah, I can't guess. I mean, I can't tell.
Okay. Keep watching.
It looks like Roy.
Looks like Roy? In what way? Describe the similarities for me.
Body size.
Okay. What about clothes, anything like that? Does it match, not match for that night?
It matches.
It does match? So what about the other one? Anything with him or no clue?
I don't know. It almost looks fucking like me. But I don't have shoes on. I have a pair of flip-flops and then I have these.
Outside of the shoes, does the other clothes match you?
And they almost look like these pants, but they were a little bit shorter than these. I mean, I wear these all the time.
You can just relax your motor.
Do you guys think we need to get a lawyer?
To be perfectly honest, I'm not allowed to advise one way or another at all. Now, they're very, very strict on that, alright?
You want a protein bar, pretzels?
I don't know. I don't have much of an appetite right now.
If you get hungry, let us know, okay? Here's something to eat. We don't have much, but we got snacks at least.
Right. Is Captain Phillips still here?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Some good news and bad news. So what do you want first?
Can I go home?
You can't. That's the not so good news.
That's the not so good news.
Yep.
Okay, what's the good news?
The good news is I've made arrangements for when you go to the jail. You're going to be placed in the infirmary, which is an area that's really small number of inmates. You're not going to be around general population. You're going to be looked after by a nurse tonight. You'll be able to see a psych doctor about your PTSD. They'll be able to help you and monitor you with medication and anything else that you need to take for that, so you don't end up with panic attacks or physically making yourself like crazy sick. They're going to take really good care of you. You're going to be kept completely away from Tucker. You'll never see him. The only time you'll ever see him if we go to court. That'll be it. So you won't have to worry about Tucker coming up to you in the jail, saying anything to you, doing anything to you, because you're not going to be anywhere near him. Now you may see Rory. He's going to be kind of in an area that you're at, Travis. He's not doing so well emotionally right now either. He's really, really scared about April, and he's made himself emotionally sick. He's a mess. So they have him also in the infirmary so they can keep an eye on him. Like I told you today, earlier when we talked, there's good people in the story and there are bad people in the story. Guess who doesn't give a fuck that they're going to jail? Ty. Doesn't care. He's mad. Doesn't care. There's no remorse. There's no guilt. There's no nothing. He doesn't care what he did. So I'm doing my best to take care of you and to take care of Rory because I see you as good people in the story. I'm going to tell you what we did. Detective Pitcher and I talked to the state attorney for you. And we told them that you've been very truthful, very honest, and very cooperative. They are going to take that into consideration when they review this investigation and review this case. You're going to end up going to first appearance. You're going to get an attorney appointed for you, and your attorney can start working with the state attorney on what they're going to do with the criminal charges. So you've done right by us, and we've shared your story with the state attorney, so they know that you've been honest and straightforward. The jail knows that you have PTSD, and they know to take really good care of you so you don't end up in the hospital, okay?
Thank you. This is eating my guts out. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to eat, but I want to try.
Yep. And that's the good news that I have for you, Travis. I've done everything I can to make this situation as good as it can get. It's a bad situation. It's a hard situation, but we've done everything we can to make it easier on you, okay? And I just want to let you know, of all the things, you get to walk out of here being proud, knowing that you were a truthful man, that you told the truth, you did the right thing. And I'm really, really proud of you for that. And I know it's going to be hard sleeping tonight, but I'm going to sleep better knowing that you're safe and knowing that you did the right thing. Okay? So we're going to give you a chance to compose yourself, try to eat if you can, and then we're going to take you over to the jail and get you into the intake area. Okay?
Okay.
And you, from this point forward, you're going to have an attorney. And if you need to talk to me or you need to talk to Detective Pitcher, just let your attorney know, hey, listen, I want to talk to them. You want to get me a message and say, hey, I'm being treated well, or hey, they're not treating me the way you told me they would treat me. Just let me know. We're going to do right by you and make sure that your stay over at that jail is as comfortable as it can be, okay?
Do you think, okay, so when is my first appearance?
It's going to be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow about 1 o'clock.
And she'll set bond for me then?
Yeah, everything will happen tomorrow at first appearance. You'll be in front of the judge tomorrow.
That's the hardest part.
I know.
You can't get a bondsman to bail me out down here. And I've been here long enough.
Okay. I'm not real familiar how the bondsmen work because I've never had to use one, Travis, but I mean, it's something that you'll get a public defender. You'll get an attorney that's appointed for you from the public defender's office, and you can work with your public defender. They work on things like bond reduction. I mean, they can ask a judge to say, hey, let's say they set up a pretty high bond, and you say, I can't afford that. Your attorney can go and ask for a bond reduction. Make sure that you stay in good contact with your attorney, because your attorney's going to take your best interest to heart, and they're going to make sure that you're treated fairly and that everything happens the right way in this. So just keep in good contact with your attorney, and just know that you're walking out of here an honest guy. And you know what? Matt Bonnet's family is going to look upon you and be very, very thankful that you gave them justice.
That's his name?
Yes.
Matt.
You did right by Matt and his family.
Travis, you really did. You want to hear a little bit about Matt? Would that help you? To know who you stood up for, because he couldn't stood up for himself. So, what I've heard about Matt is he was slightly autistic.
Oh.
Hold on, let me talk. And he had a real hard time making friends. And the people, as you know, like we talked about, are a bunch of crackheads over there, right? And you know a lot of times crackheads have a tendency to take advantage of people. And this poor guy was getting taken advantage of. You did right by him and his family. Okay? You really did.
It breaks my heart. I've had people murdered in my family before, and it hurts. My grandmother was murdered. My cousin was murdered. And another cousin that was run over by a drunk driver. I watched my friends blow up next to me, take rounds to the face. I've seen too much violence in my life. I don't want any part of it. I didn't know I was going to be a part of it.
And we know that about you, Travis. I've said there are good people in the story, and you're one of the good people in the story. And I want you to make me a promise. I want one promise from you. I want you to promise me that no matter how hard it gets, that you don't do anything to hurt yourself. That would crush me.
Yes, ma'am.
I know there might come a time when you're thinking about it. I know, and if there comes a time when you're starting to think about it, I want you to tell one of the deputies to get the nurse to you. I want you to be taken care of by the jail. They promised me that they're going to get you into the infirmary. So you're going to see a nurse right away tonight, and you're going to see a doctor. And I want you to make sure that you take care of yourself. Don't do anything to hurt yourself. This is a bad day, but every day is going to get a little bit better from this point forward, because you did the right thing. This isn't going to eat you like it did before. It's out. The best part of it, the hardest part of it's gone. You've acknowledged it, now you can move past it. It's going to take a while, it's not going to be easy, but I want you to stay strong. And in those moments when you don't feel so strong, make sure you ask for a nurse, okay? And work really, really closely with your attorney, so your attorney takes care of your best interest.
Okay.
Okay? And you can always contact us through your attorney.
Okay.
Okay? We're here for you, buddy.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yep.
This is a Crime Circus presentation.
Thank you.
Travis, I wish we had met under better circumstances. You and I would have had a cup of coffee together and shared a few stories, you know what?
Yeah.
You're a good guy.
Yes. I just feel like I am sometimes.
No, I'm telling you, you're a good guy. Even good people make stupid mistakes sometimes. It was a dumb mistake. But I know if you had a do-over button and you could do Friday over, you'd do it a whole lot differently.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and Ty. Ty would do it again. You would never do it again.
Never done it before. I didn't even know what was.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What have I done? Okay.
Get yourself composed. Try to eat your crackers because the jail won't let you take them over there. So try to get something in your belly, okay? Because they won't feed you until the morning. All right?